Hello, I'm Denise Gibbons and I'm a Women's Leadership Specialist. I became a Women's Leadership Specialist because I realised from research that I undertook for my book, Women as Leaders, The World Needs You, that our journey into leadership is distinctly different. My research for my book and reflection on my own business journey indicated there were ongoing frustrations for women today. You may not be aware that your unique neuroprogramming creates self-doubt and lack of confidence so that you constantly feel not good enough. You may want to achieve in your own right but be overwhelmed by how to do that around all the options that you want and need. You may be feeling like you are torn apart by all the demands of being a parent, career person and a person. You may be worried that the decisions you make will scar your children for life. You may be totally overwhelmed with the stress of juggling everything you want and need in your life. You are not alone with these frustrations. What you may not be aware of is that these frustrations may be causing you to operate at a fraction of your potential without even knowing why. Over the past 6 years, I have been researching the neuroscience of leadership, specifically around women as leaders, for my book, and this is why I say this statement. You may unknowingly be operating at 50 to 60% of your full potential. This is mainly due to invisible neuroprogramming creating performance barriers. You know you want to achieve in your own right. Your unique early learning, though, can sometimes pull in the opposite direction, creating uncertainty, self-doubt, and lack of confidence. You also may be unaware that the biological imperative to ensure that your children survive and thrive can be creating an internal conflict for you. I call this the parent-work-energy conflict. The research shows that women drop out of their careers in midstream because of the conflict between two very important parts of their life, being an effective parent and a successful career person. I know that I experienced all of this as I grew my business around my daughter. Let's be really clear here. It doesn't mean that you are ineffective. It just means that you are struggling to find your full potential and your total engagement. Also, because you are often working harder to balance these conflicts, you are more stressed and tired, which can lead to being less focused and sometimes even health issues. My discoveries are that women are often unknowingly held back in their work performance by their own neuroprogramming, and if they are parents, they are held back even further by the parent-work-energy conflict. Neuroscientists have also discovered that there are significant changes in new mothers' brains as a result of pregnancy. Women are biologically programmed through their DNA to ensure that their children survive and thrive. This compunction of maternal feelings opens neural pathways that don't close down. It creates this anxious tension between being a parent and a career person. This swirl of personal, parent and career aspirations can lead to self-doubt and confusion, which then feeds back into the loop. Your friends, your family, and often you are almost afterthoughts in your mind. My research and my own personal experience shows that you may be secretly feeling that you will scar your children for life if you choose a career over parenting. This can lead to shame and guilt. You can feel that success is unachievable no matter what you do. On the flip side, you may end up feeling unfulfilled if you choose not to work because you have so much unexpressed potential for our world. Then the parent-work-energy conflict kicks in if you do go for your career aspirations. This constant swirl of feeling like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't creates a weight that can hold you back from your full potential. You feel like you're underperforming on all fronts, and this feeds the feeling of self-doubt and lack of confidence. The tendency is then that you give up on your dreams because you cannot see how you can have it all without something falling apart. It does not have to be this way. You do not have to face this alone. My belief for you is that you can facilitate change for you by seeing yourself becoming an empowered leader. Yes, I can hear you thinking that this is going to be another added pressure for you. I imagine that you are wondering, why do I need to be a leader? I don't want the responsibility, obligation and angst of other people expecting me to be their go-to person. It's just too demanding and I have enough on my plate. It is true that staying in your comfort zone is easy, comfortable and safe. However, life is not safe and predictable. Our only constant is change. So do you want to constantly be reacting to change, or would you rather be driving it? This is what leadership is about. It's a way of being and acting. It's about taking the helm of your ship and charting your new course rather than being forced reluctantly to make changes. It's a lens or filter that you can use to navigate life and give it meaning. It's about reaching goals or solving problems and holding yourself accountable for the outcome. This concept of leadership can be used by you personally for your own self-leadership. It is certainly a wonderful way to start your career and live your life as a woman and as a mother. There are ways to be an effective and inspirational leader without your family or you missing out. For women who are not parents, leadership can be a wonderful way of contribution to your community. It certainly is a wonderful way for everyone's life journey. At the moment, you are imagining all the barriers to you choosing to be a woman leader. Let's be honest, there are barriers. The common issues that I have found in my research and observation are what I've discussed earlier. You often feel stressed and with limited time. You are juggling the roles of being an effective parent and retaining your own identity as well as a successful career. It's often challenging to ensure that you look after yourself and develop appropriate support networks to help you on your journey. You often think that you are scarring your children because of your personal choices in life. This leads to shame and guilt, self-doubt and lack of confidence. It limits your belief about who you are and what you can achieve. The constant tension between all three areas of your life starts to suck the aspiration from you. There is a solution. It does not have to be this way. So what is the solution? My women's empowerment and leadership programs work on a 4-factor model. In the first factor, I start with a process of awareness of what early programming has been established for you around how you see yourself and your achievements to date. I help you to look at what new habits you can form to help you to change your thinking about who you are and what you can achieve. Together we tap into the positive psychology research. You discover your unique character strengths that anchor your behaviour and fuel your approach to life. You discover what is strong, not wrong about who you are. This builds more confidence and lessens self-doubt. It provides purpose and direction. This is the empowerment part of my course. In the second factor, we look at the parent-energy work conflict and what support processes you can develop for yourself to lessen the impact of this tension. For women who aren't parents, it is important to understand this factor because to be an effective leader, you need to understand the dynamic for everyone around you. Together, we look at what creates a growth mindset in the third factor so that we change any limiting beliefs you may hold about yourself. All of these 3 factors then flow into factor 4, your career and work aspirations, and how you can achieve whatever you want in life. We look at practical ways that you can ensure you look after your family and you, as well as achieve your dreams in life. Harvard Business Review and many other research institutes note that female leaders are consistently rated a notch higher than their male counterparts in the category of relationship building. This leads to a more harmonious workplace as well as boosts companies' client satisfaction levels, which in turn leads to business expansion. This results in more sustainable businesses for the future of your family. It also creates changes for your daughters and sons. All of this creates a more sustainable future for your family and you. The research indicates that the world needs more women leaders. This is the reason why I've developed my Women's Empowerment and Leadership program. The program has 6 parts which helps to solve the distinct challenges of being a woman leader. 1. Why the world needs you as a leader. 2. Understanding the authentic you. 3. Discovering your leadership brand. 4. Removing the barriers to your success. 5. How to influence people and inspire them to follow you. 6. Sustaining your leadership success. If your choice is not to be a parent, then the reasons you need to do this program are: it's important to understand the authentic you and your leadership brand to be an effective and inspirational leader. You need to understand the barriers to your success. You need to understand the parent-work energy conflict for the women who work with you. You need to understand how to support them on their journey. You need to find out how to sustain your leadership success with the practical tips and neuroscience tools that I provide. The world needs to see more women leaders everywhere. You can choose your leadership playing field confidently with what you will learn from my program. You can then take these techniques into your home, community, or work. You will feel strong in your choice because you will know who you are and what you want and how you can achieve it every day. Here are a couple of program participants' comments about their outcomes from the program. The time is now. Start your leadership journey today by simply clicking reply on the email to set up a convenient time with my team or I. This will give you a free 30-minute discovery call about the Women's Empowerment and Leadership Program, as well as a special offer of Chapter 1 from my book, Women as Leaders, The World Needs You. Don't wait. Take action today to discover a new way of operating for you.